Hello everyone, this is a quick revision class of pedagogy in which I will solve 100 pedagogy questions in this video. Hopefully this will be helpful for you for the upcoming test of lecturers in different subjects. Coming to the questions, I will try to keep it very precise and I will not repeat all those options. I will only jump to the correct option. Question number one, which before that, please subscribe our YouTube channel so that we can grow in this community and in this journey as well. Question number one, which instructional approach places the student at the center of the learning process? Correct option is C. Student-centered approach places the student at the center of learning process. Question number two, the lecture method is primarily associated with which type of instruction? The lecture method is primarily associated with teacher-centered method of instruction. Question number three, which strategy involves students working together to solve problems? Option B is correct. Cooperative learning involves students working together to solve problems. Question number 4. Inquiry-based learning primarily develops which skill in students? Inquiry-based learning, it develops critical thinking in students. Option B is correct. Question number 5. Which teaching strategy uses real-life scenarios to teach concepts? A. Simulation uses real life scenarios. Question number 6. Project based learning is best described as learning through extended real world tasks. Question number 7. Differentiated instruction means adjusting teaching to meet diverse learner needs. Question number 8. Which approach encourages students to discover knowledge on their own? Discovery learning encourages students to discover knowledge on their own. Question number 9. Scaffolding is a teaching refers to temporary support provided to learners. Option B is correct. Question number 10. Peer teaching involves students teaching each other, in which students collectively teach each other. It is called peer teaching. Question number 11. Which method is most effective for teaching procedural skills? Demonstration is the most effective method to teach procedural skills. Question number 12. Brainstorming is primarily used to generate creative ideas. Option B is correct. Question number 13. Role playing as an instructional strategy helps students develop empathy. In role playing, students develop empathy and social understanding. Question number 14. Flipped classroom model requires students to review content at home before class. Question number 15. Which strategy is best for visual learners? Visual learners can learn best way through charts, diagrams and visual aids. Question number 16. Higher order thinking questions are based on which levels of Bloom's taxonomy? These are in the analysis, synthesis and evaluation level in the Bloom's taxonomy. Question number 17. A divergent question is one that has multiple possible answers. A divergent question has multiple possible answers. Question number 18. Socratic questioning is technique is used to stimulate critical thinking through dialogue. Option B is correct. Question number 19. Wait time after asking a question is important because it gives students time to think. Question number 20. Probing questions are used to encourage deeper thinking on a topic. Option B is correct. Question number 21. Which type of question requires students to recall factual information? In convergent questions, students are required to recall factual information. Question number 22. Open-ended questions in class discussions help to, option B, encourage wider thinking and expression. Question number 23. Rhetorical questions in teaching are used to make questions think without requiring a response. In rhetorical questions, students or people are not required to respond to those questions. Question number 24. The purpose of redirecting a question is to involve more students in answering. Question number 25. Which questioning technique promotes self-reflection in students? So, metacognitive questions technique promotes self-reflection. Metacognitive questions promote self-reflection. Question number 26. In cooperative learning, which element ensures each student contributes? Option B, individual accountability. Question number 27. The jigsaw method in cooperative learning involves, option A is correct. In jigsaw method, each student becomes an expert in a subtopic. Question number 28. Which cooperative learning structure has students respond simultaneously? Question number C. Option C, numbered heads together. Question 29. A key benefit of cooperative learning is it develops social and communication skills. In cooperative learning, social and communication skills are developed. Question number 30. A pair share strategy involves thinking alone, sharing with partner, then class. Question number 31. In cooperative learning, positive interdependence means students depend on each other for success. Question number 32. What is the ideal group size for cooperative learning activities? So it is 2 to 5 students should form groups for cooperative learning activities. Question number 33. Cooperative learning differs from traditional group work mainly in, option B, structured individual accountability. Question number 34. Which strategy requires students to coach each other in pairs? Rally coach strategy requires students to coach each other. Question number 35. The role of the teacher in cooperative learning is primarily facilitator and monitor. Question number 36. In a student-centered classroom, students are primarily active participants in learning. Question number 37. Problem-based learning, PBL, is a form of student-centered instruction. Question number 38. Which is a characteristic from teacher-centered instruction? So it is teacher as sole authority. It is a characteristic of teacher-centered instruction. Question number 39. Case-based learning involves analyzing real or simulated cases to learn. Question number 40. Constructivism supports which type of learning? So constructivism supports student-centered active learning. Question number 41. Which approach gives students control over pace and path of learning? Option B is correct. Self-directed learning. Question number 42. Inquiry-based learning is associated with which philosopher's ideas? So inquiry-based learning is associated with John Dewey. Question number 43. The zone of proximal development concept was introduced by Vygotsky. Vygotsky developed the zone of proximal development, ZPD. It was introduced by Vygotsky. Question number 44. Which approach uses real world problems to drive learning? Problem based learning approach uses real world problems to drive learning. Question number 45. A student centered approach primarily assesses learning through multiple and varied assessment methods. Question number 46. Bloom's taxonomy was first published in 1956. Question number 47. The highest level of Bloom's original taxonomy is evaluation. In Bloom's taxonomy, multiple levels are introduced, and the highest level is evaluation. Question number 48. In the revised Bloom's taxonomy, which level replaces synthesis? So it is creating. Creating replaces synthesis in the revised Bloom's taxonomy. Question number 49. Which level of Bloom's taxonomy involves breaking information into parts? So option C. In analysis, people are required to break information into multiple parts. Question number 50. The action verb define corresponds to which level of Bloom's analysis? Option B, knowledge or remember. Question number 51. The action verb evaluate corresponds to which cognitive level? It is evaluate. Option C is correct. Question number 52. Which domain of Bloom's taxonomy deals with attitudes and values? Option C, effective. Question number 53. The psychomotor domain in Bloom's taxonomy relates to? Option B, physical and motor skills. Question number 54. Writing a new poem would fall under the level of Bloom's taxonomy. Option C, creating. Question number 55. Which of the following is an example of application level learning? So option C is correct. Solving a math problem using a formula is an application level learning. Question number 56. National professional standards for teachers in Pakistan are designed to guide teacher professional development and quality. Question number 57. How many national professional standards for teachers in Pakistan are there? There are 9 professional standards for teachers in Pakistan. Question number 58. Which standard focuses on teachers' knowledge of subject matter? It is the standard 1, subject matter knowledge. It focuses on teachers' knowledge of subject matter. Question number 59. Professional development of teachers is addressed under which NPS standard? NPS is National Professional Standard. So the correct option is standard 9. In standard 9, professional development of teachers is addressed. Question number 60. NPS standard on assessment expects teachers to use varied assessment strategies. Question number 60. Now the section 2 focuses on foundations of education. Question number 61. Ideological foundation of education in Pakistan is rooted in Islamic principles and values. Question number 62. Which ideology emphasizes education as a tool for social equality? Sorry. So it is Marxism. Option C. It is emphasizes on education as a tool for social equality. Question number 63. Idealism in education believes that ideas are the ultimate reality. Question number 64. Which ideology supports education for preserving cultural heritage? It is essentialism. In essentialism ideology, education for preserving cultural heritage. Question number 65. Quaid-e-Azam's vision for education in Pakistan emphasized education for national unity and development. Option B. Question number 66. Allama Iqbal's educational philosophy stressed self-realization and khudi. Self. Khudi ko kar bulande itna. It is reflected to self-realization and khudi. Question number 67. Which ideology believes education should reform society? Reconstructionism is correct answer. Question number 68. Democratic ideology in education promotes equal opportunity for all. It is democratic ideology. Question number 69. The national education policy of Pakistan emphasizes balanced education with Islamic values and modern knowledge. Question number 70. Pragmatism as an educational ideology was promoted by John Dewey. John Dewey promoted pragmatism. Question number 71. Philosophical foundation of education deals with fundamental beliefs about knowledge and learning. Question number 72. Plato's educational philosophy emphasized education for justice and philosopher kings. Question number 73. Aristotle believed education should develop the whole person, intellectual, moral, and physical. Question number 74. John Dewey's philosophy of education is called pragmatism or progressivism. Question number 75. Existentialism in education emphasizes individual freedom and responsibility. Question number 76. Perennialism advocates for teaching timeless and universal truths. Question number 77. Naturalism in education was promoted by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He is a political thinker who gave the multiple ideas related to social contract theory and state of nature. Question number 78. Rousseau's educational philosophy believed that children are naturally good and should learn from nature. Question number 79. Plato's concept of tabula rasa, blank state, was proposed by John Locke. Question number 80. Which philosophy emphasizes that truth is discovered through inquiry? It is pragmatism, and pragmatism was propounded by John Dewey. Question number 81. Sociological foundation of education examines the relationship between education and society. Option B. Sorry. Question number 82. Emile Durkheim viewed education as a social institution for social cohesion. Question number 83. Social stratification refers to ranking of individuals in a society. In multiple fragments, a society is divided. So ranking of individuals in society is social stratification. Question number 84. Education as a means of social mobility refers to moving up socially through education. Question number 85. Cultural transmission through education means passing on cultural values and norms to next generation through education. Question number 86. Functionalism in education views schools as institutions maintaining social order and integration. Question number 87. Conflict theory in education argues that schools reproduce social inequality. Question number 88. Hidden curriculum refers to unofficial lessons about norms, values, and behaviors learned in school. Question number 89. Which sociologist coined the term cultural capital in education? The name is very difficult to pronounce. Pierre Bourdieu was a sociologist who coined cultural capital term in education. Question number 90. The role of education in socialization is to prepare individuals to function in society. Question number 91. The psychological foundation of education is based on the understanding human behavior and mental processes. Question number 92. Behaviorism in education focuses on observable behavior and stimulus response. Question number 93. B.F. Skinner is associated with which educational theory? So, B.F. Skinner is associated with operant conditioning. Question number 94. Positive reinforcement in education means? Option B. Rewarding good behavior to increase it. Which means when a student does shows good behavior, you should reward him or her. It means it is positive reinforcement. Question number 95. Cognitive theory in education was developed by Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget developed